Happy Thursday, everyone. We have a cardio experience for you today. Now, I have a few different options for this workout, and so they're all going to be listed out on the workout page. So check those out. Make sure you pick the one that you want to take down today and have fun with this. This is all the cardio. There's just going to be a lot of just get it done. Now, before we get to the work set, let's talk about our warm-up. Single-legged morning with rotation for 3 to 5 aside, into a single-leg RDL plus foot assist pistol for 3 to 5 aside, Kang Squat of 3 to 5, and a side lunge of 4 to 6 alternating reps, 1 to 2 rounds. You're going to finish that up, and you're going to move into this bottom piece, which is going to get that heart rate up, those ankles ready, and everything fired up for the work set. Heel taps of 10 seconds, ankle pop of 10 seconds. You're going to work through those two things, working on some skipping skill work, plus getting your legs fired up. Butt kicks for 20 seconds to work on the skill that is running, and then you're going to go for a run or a farmer's carry of some sort that you're going to get kind of warmed up for in terms of your work set, anywhere from 50 to 100 meters, or a combination of both for 50 to 100 meters of each. So take it down, get yourself ready with that. You're going to use that to kind of fire up yourself and get everything fired up. We're going to move into our work set, and today we're going to do a Jerry variation. So Jerry is a classic hero workout from CrossFit Mainsite. We're going to do a variation of it today. The workout will be run 1 mile, farmer's carry of 400 meters, and run 1 mile. So it's going to be a little sandwich of cardio with a little bit of grunt work in there. So let's find a weight in that farmer's carry that you can kind of have fun with. You might have to put down a couple times, who knows, but something that you can cover some good distance with and make that 400 meters count. Now, it's time to get ready, time to warm that body up. Have a great time. All right, let's get those feet under those hips. We're going to take the arms big and tall up overhead. We're going to reach it over to one side. We're going to reach it over to the other side. Big stretch all the way down to the floor. Let's touch those toes. We're going to walk up those shins, nice flat back. We're going to come back down, frame the foot, stepping back into our lizard, nice and square in those hips. We're going to lower the back knee down and press the hip. And then come through and open up with the outside hand. And then come back down, pressing the hip. We'll come back through, outside hand, and lower down, press the hip, and come back through, outside hand. We'll lower that hand down, straighten out the back leg, step back into our down dog as we reach those hips. Walking those heels out nice and slow and steady. Just going to get that nice and smooth with those ankles. Coming back into the plank, we'll step the other foot up. Nice and square in the hips. Back leg is going to lower, pressing the hip, and then that outside hand is going to reach way up to the sky. We'll lower down, press the hip, come through, outside hand, and then plant the hand one more time, press the hip, and outside hand, big stretch. Planting that hand on the floor, we're going to straighten out the back leg, we'll step back into the down dog. Reaching those hips, walk those heels, nice and slow. Waking up those feet a bit as we come back into that plank. And tiptoe those feet all the way up. Big roll, big stretch. We'll reach to one side, to the other side. We'll come down with those hands. And fire ourselves up for our first phase of warm-up. All right, you guys. If you have any extra movement you'd like to take down for the upper, for the lower body, maybe do a couple more lizard lunges with rotation, some split, it's up to you. Take that time now, pause the video, hit it. We're gonna focus our attention on that lower body and some single leg work. All right, we're gonna kickstart off our day today with some single leg good morning with rotation. So I'm gonna do the first rep facing and then I'll do one profile. My feet are gonna be about hip width apart. And I'm going to take one foot out in front, just about half a foot's distance away. My hips are square to the front. I'm going to bring those knuckles up to the center so I'm nice and centered with my body. I'm going to draw back in that nice hinge that we worked for in our good morning. And then I'm going to rotate at that low rib, moving towards that lead leg. Now with this, I don't mind if you cannot make that elbow touch the knee. That's all good. That rotation, we just want to feel that rotation where we can manage and feel okay, and then come back out of it. But the big thing we want to focus our attention on is that hinge. So my hips stay square, I'm engaged through my glutes, and as I pull my hip back, we want to focus that sensation through that upper hamstring, lower glute. And then as I rotate, that sensation will stay there, and I'll get a little extra kind of sensation through my T-spine. So we want to make sure that those hips are level, hips are neutral. So we want to engage the glutes a bit to pull that pelvis into a neutral position so that we're not overarched or we're not feeling that sensation in our calf. So if you feel it lower in the leg, you want to set the hips, squeeze the glutes a bit, and get that sensation at upper hamstring, lower glute. From there, we're going to continue doing some single leg work. I'm going to stay facing profile for this one. My feet are going to be hip width apart. I'm going to come into my kickstand position, and I am going to work on moving between my hinge, so working on that RDL, coming tall, resetting the hips, and then working on the squat, so taking the hip down towards the heel, and then standing tall. All of that weight is being focused through that front flat foot. So the kickstand leg is just there to help get us out of the sticking point, or just allow us to stay a little more balanced if we struggle with the balance there. But we want to make sure that 90% of that weight is in that front foot, so that leg is doing all the work in terms of the pressing and the hinging. From that single leg RDL and foot assist pistol, once we do 3 to 5 per side, we're going to move into our Kang Squat. And the Kang Squat is a personal favorite of mine. Again, we're working on that hinge into our squat mechanics, but we join both together. So I'm in my natural squat stance. I'm going to pull my hips back into that good morning position, so I get that nice sensation through the hamstrings. Then I'm going to pull my hips towards my heels into that nice squat position. Then I'm going to push my legs back into my good morning, soft knees, flat back, and then open up those hips to a nice neutral hip position. So again, a little smoother. We draw back, we pull into the squat, we push into the hinge, and stand tall. So we're going to take that nice little beat into the hinge, into the squat, into the hinge, and stand. So we're not rushing through this, but just taking a little bit of time to kind of give ourselves those pauses in each position to feel that sensation through the hamstring and the sensation at the bottom of the squat. Last but not least, we're going to move into that side lunge again. So we're going to go into that wide stance, still able to stand tall and open through the hips. And I'm going to think squat. Even though I'm doing a lunge, I'm going to think squat. I'm going to draw my hip down towards my heel, keeping my knee tracking the toe and my feet nice and flat. I'm also focusing on a tall upright torso, opposed to letting myself hinge like we do in our RDLs and our good mornings. We want to try and stay as upright as we can. So if we start squatting, pulling that hip down, and that body starts to fall forward, we don't want to go any deeper. We want to stop before we start to hinge too much, so we can work on posture. Now, as a quick recap for this work set, we have a single leg good morning with rotation for 3 to 5 a side, single leg RDL plus foot assist pistol for 3 to 5 a side, Kang squat for 3 to 5, and a side lunge for 4 to 6 reps. So really just kind of feeling out the legs, how things are feeling today in that nice smooth flow with that lower body. We're going to hit that for 1 to 2 rounds, even a third if you'd like. It's a nice warm up to get the legs ready. And then we're going to follow it up with a little bit of skill work and some higher heart rate work to get you guys fully ready. So pause the video, take down that lower body work set, come and join me for a little skill work and some higher heart rate. All right, everyone, what we got going on? We got some heel taps and ankle pops. So with the heel taps, we're going to bring our feet, toes and heels together. And we're going to keep them there for both the heel tap and the ankle pop. The only difference with the heel tap and the ankle pop, the heel tap, we're going to do these quick little up and downs. Nice relaxed arms, so they're just going to kind of bop around a little bit. Our core and our midsection is going to be a little engaged, but we're going to work on nice fast taps. And we're just going to work on that kind of pacing that we would have if we were doing single lungers. Nice and smooth, nice and balanced through the feet, and we're going to do that for 10 seconds. Now with the ankle pop, we're going to pull the hands up to our pockets. Our elbows are going to be relatively tight to the body. They're going to be back and up, and we're going to let those hands get this kind of relaxed motion through the arms when we start jumping. So I'm going to start kind of hopping, relaxing into my ankles and my knees, because they're going to get involved in this movement a little bit more. And what we want to focus on is just relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the elbows, and relaxing the hands, while still maintaining that nice tight midsection, because we want to maintain that tall posture throughout that entire ankle pop sequence. So it's a nice building piece that's going to get your heart rate up. It's going to get your knees and ankles used to some rebound and some impact. But that flow is going to be a really nice lead-in to the work set we have to do in our workout. Once we're done the heel taps and ankle pops, we're going to move into our butt kick. So our butt kick is, again, just practicing the posture that is running. So we're going to pull that foot under the body, creating this kind of figure four position. Really trying to relax the foot as best we can. My torso and core is tight. I'm allowing myself to stay tall like I was in my ankle pop and my heel tap, but I'm working on relaxing that foot so I can pull it straight up under the body. I can do it in a marching pace. I can do it in a jogging pace. I could even do it in a sprinting pace. But our primary focus and objective is to hit that pose position, that nice forward with the knee and allowing that foot to come up under the body. Challenging in terms of positioning. So if you're wondering, where is my foot? Set your phone up or set a camera up so that you can see yourself from a kind of a profile, so that that foot is coming up underneath and not kind of being behind or in front. We just want to be right underneath that body. So it's a cool little drill, practicing the pose method of running and allowing ourselves to work on some posture. From there, we're going to move into a run or a run variation. I'll have some workout options there. So if you're like, I don't run, I do this instead, check that work set, have some fun with it, input that piece in to the running option, and we'll see where it takes us. We're going to use that to get ourselves prepped. Now, if you're doing a farmer's carry, right, we have some options for this as well in our workout description, which will include a slightly different hold as well. So if you're going to do a straight up farmer's carry, you're going to hold the dumbbells to the side of the body. Shoulders are going to be back and set, not collapsing forward and down. We want to make sure that they're back and set and we're keeping a neutral position. It's very easy sometimes to overdo it and push the shoulders way back and the chest forward. We just want to stand neutral so that that side is working to keep the dumbbell nice and stable as we do our walk. I'm also going to have another option for you guys, which is going to be a single arm farmers and a single arm front rack. So you're going to hold in that good front rack position and in the farmer's carry position as well, and you'll do half the distance and half the distance on the other side. So the loading there might be a little different. You might have to ease up on the loading that you would normally use for both front or farmers, because you got to clean the dumbbell up to the shoulder. So pick and choose. If you want to just do farmers, I'm good with that. If you want to mix and match the hands, this is a nice option to work on a nice kind of different style of hold and carry. Now, as a quick recap, we have 2 to 3 rounds of that. Heel taps for 10, ankle pops for 10 seconds, butt kicks for 20 seconds, and then a run variation and farmer carry or carry variation that you're going to use in the workout to get yourself ready and to get yourself fired up in that work set. Pause the video, take that down. We're going to talk about the workout to come, and we're going to get you guys finalized and ready for this lovely little adventure. All right, we made it to the workout. We should have some heat going in our body. Our heart rate should be a little bit elevated. We're ready for action. What we got? We got a Jerry variation. So Jerry, again, is a classic CrossFit Hero workout from way back. It's an older workout. It's a great one. I love this work set. You are going to run a mile. You're going to do a farmer's carry for 400 meters, and you're going to do a run of a mile or the same distance. So check the workout description. I'll have some variations and some options for you guys with the run distances and the movement itself. So create this workout that's going to create a workout that you can take down for the best of your abilities today. If you're like, I don't really feel like running, but I do have a stationary bike, there will be an option for that as well. So you can sub a few different things in there for yourself and have a good time with this one today. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. This is a great opportunity to work on just a pure day of cardio and just some work. Try and keep the miles relatively close to each other. Our goal is to keep them consistent and just to get that farmer's carry done well and a steady state pace. So if you do have to put the dumbbells down or kettlebells down, that's okay. But we want to make sure that we're not putting them down every 5 steps, right? We want to be able to carry those a little bit of distance before we have to rest. Now I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know what you chose to do. I'm always interested in different variations of this workout. It makes me super pumped to see those variations and you guys get really creative with your workouts. So let me know how it went down. Let me know what you did. Super interested, and I hope you have a ton of fun with this cardio experience. As always, work for quality, have fun. We'll see you tomorrow for a little birthday celebration. Bye, you guys.